Hi friends, this is chapter number 10 and we have to discuss about chemical properties of acids. Before this, I have told you about all the basic concepts of acids and bases, about the Lowry concept, about Lewis concept and about Arrhenius concept. So to understand that concepts, you can watch my previous videos. In today's topic, the learning objectives will be how acids react with metals, how they react with carbonates and bicarbonates, how acids react with bases, with sulfides and bisulfides, and in the end, how acids react with sulfides. So let's start. So now here we are discussing that how acids react with metals. Metals can react with acids in two ways. When metals react with concentrated acids, they give vigorous reactions. And when metals react with dilute acids, they give moderate reactions. So it depends that with which type of acids metals are reacting. Now in this case, zinc is a metal because it has an ability to lose electrons, and sulfuric acid is a mineral acid. When they both going to react together, what do you think? What happens? Yes, you are 100% right. They both react together to give single displacement reaction, in which zinc will replace hydrogen. Now here, why zinc is replacing hydrogen? Don't you think about it? Let me tell you. In sulfuric acid, hydrogen is forming a covalent bond with oxygen. And we all know that covalent bond is formed by the sharing of electrons. While if it displaces its hydrogen with zinc, an ionic bond will be formed. An ionic bond is a bond which is formed by the complete transfer of electron. So definitely it will be a more stronger bond than as compared to covalent bond. So that's why hydrogen gas will be displaced by zinc. Now the thing which you have to be remember in this reaction is that zinc always have a positive 2 charge. It means that it will lose its 2 electrons, which will be replaced by hydrogen. Now here zinc has a valency of positive 2 and sulfate ions has a valency of negative. So the positive ion will combine with the negative ion, and in the result we will get the product which is zinc sulfate, ZnSO4. What is this? It is a salt. Anything which contains sulfates, chlorates or nitrates at the end of the product will be salts, while the hydrogen gas which is liberated from sulfuric acid will evaporate. Similarly, in the second reaction, here we have aluminium. From which group aluminium belongs? Aluminium belongs to group number 13. So it has 3 electrons in its outermost shell, and it will lose its 3 electrons. So it has an oxidation state of positive 3. These aluminium ions will be replaced by hydrogen ions. So the positive 3 aluminium will combine with chlorine negative, and it will give AlCl3, aluminium trichloride, and the hydrogen will be evolved in the form of hydrogen gas. So guys, it's a simple displacement reaction in which metals are displacing hydrogen from acids. I hope you understand it. Now here is the reaction of acids with bases. So it's a very renowned reaction. You all know about it. It's a neutralization reaction. What is happening here? Bases are reacting with acids. Now here sodium hydroxide is a base and hydrochloric acid is an acid. So what's going to be happened? Here they will break apart from this yellow highlighted line. As we know that these two ions are combined together to form base. Now when we separate it or break apart it from here, we will get a sodium ion and hydroxyl ion. In the same way, when hydrochloric acid will break apart, it will give hydrogen ion and chloride ions. Now what happens? The positive ion of a base will meet with the negative ion of acid and form sodium chloride, which is a common salt, and H positive will meet with hydroxyl ion and it will form water. In the next example, CuO, cuprous oxide, will react with sulfuric acid. The both compounds will break apart in their ions and exchange their ions. Like in this equation, copper joins together with sulfate to form copper sulfate and water will form H2O. Now here sodium hydroxide and cuprous oxides are the bases. We know there are two types of bases. One is simple bases and the second is alkali. Do you know the difference between bases and alkalis? All those bases which are soluble in water are alkalis. So here sodium hydroxide is alkali. So can I say that all alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkalis? So it's a simple neutralization reaction in which acid and bases are joining together or displacing their ions to give salt in the product. Again, any compound which contain chlorates, fluorates, sulfates at the end of the compound are known as salts. This is the reaction of carbonates and bicarbonates with acids. So what are carbonates and bicarbonates? All those compounds which have carbonate ions CO3 negative and bicarbonate ions HCO3 negative. In them are known as carbonates and bicarbonates. So here we have a metal carbonate Ca2CO3, or we can say it calcium carbonate, reacts with acid. Now what happens? The both compounds will break apart and the positive part of one compound will combine with the negative part of the other compound. So here Ca2 positive, as we know that it belongs to group number 2. So it will lose its 2 electrons and get oxidation state of positive 2. Here I have written only positive, but it's positive 2. And it combines with chloride ions, and the result it will give calcium chloride. Now the calcium chloride is a salt, and in this reaction we are seeing that CaCl2, here the 2 is representing the oxidation state of calcium. Here the cross valency is taking place. Chloride valency will become below calcium, and the calcium valency will go down to chlorine. So in the product we will get calcium chloride, CaCl2. Now whenever the reactions of carbonates and bicarbonates are taking place with acids, the one thing which you should remember is that carbon dioxide and water must release in the product, because carbonate ions combines with the proton or hydrogen of an acid to give carbon dioxide and water. Now let's move towards the second reaction, in which sodium is a metal and it is combining with bicarbonate ion and giving NaHCO3. When it reacts with acid, it will form Na2SO4, sodium sulfate, which is a salt, and carbon dioxide and water will evaporate when these two compounds will break apart. So it's a simple double displacement reaction in which ions are exchanging, or we can say that an ion exchange reaction. And the new products which are formed in this reaction are salts, carbon dioxide and water. So now the reaction of acids with sulfides and bisulfides. Now there is not a hell of a difference between carbonates and bicarbonates, sulfides and bisulfides. Basically these all are ions, but the carbonates contain carbon and the sulfides contain sulfur. So don't you think if the carbonates are releasing carbon dioxide, then definitely the sulfur will gonna release sulfur dioxide. So here is a very simple reaction. Calcium sulfate is reacting with hydrochloric acid. They will break apart into its ions, and calcium will combine with chlorine to give us CaCl2, but in the product the gases will be sulfur dioxide, as we are dealing with sulfides. And when we have to deal with carbonates, the gas will be carbon dioxide. So now here in product, salts, sulfur dioxide and water will form. In the second reaction, I am using bisulfides. So in bisulfides, only the replacement of carbon is taking place with sulfur. So here sodium bisulfite is reacting with hydrochloric acid, and in the product we will get sodium positive and chlorine negative to form sodium chloride, a very common salt. Sulfur dioxide will gonna evaporate and water will form. So I hope now these all equations are pretty sure to you. Now we have to move towards the reaction of metals with sulfides. Whenever metals combine with sulfur like this, they will form sulfides. Here iron sulfide is reacting with sulfuric acid. So now in the product we have iron sulfide and hydrogen sulfide gas will evaporate. So here the yellow highlighted lines are showing or displacing that from where reaction have to break apart. So in this way, acids can react with metals, with non-metals, with bases, carbonates, bicarbonates, and with sulfides. I hope all these equations are now much clear to you. Thank you so much.